Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on whereabouts you are in the world. I hope you're having a phenomenal day so far, and welcome. You're just in time to join us for our new round of Crusader Kings III. This is one of our community games. Everyone's welcome to come join the shenanigans. And we're playing with all the new DLC. If you want to join us, you only need the base game to join. You can head on over to the Discord at discord.gg/Imaflanker, or use the QR code up on screen or the links down below. And you'll be able to come and create your own leader and check out the new and extended CK3 map and all of the new stuff. Everything gets to go. Suppose let's get our players. Will Cookie... Oh, Ryan does not want to move down. Let's try that again. Ryan, Laz, and Physics.
Ryan is being
didn't even make it to 900.
Am I making a bubble?
Yeah, Flanker tried to drag you over and it didn't work.
That's weird.
Ah, it's just Discord things, buddy.
No, it's just Ryan being a rebel.
So, where is everyone starting?
No.
So how much bigger did the map become?
It didn't get that much bigger.
No, there's really not that much more there.
But honestly, there wasn't really much left to put in. They don't have Japan, but they do have the rest of the continent.
I had to reboot my game because I noticed I had my mods on from last time playing solo.
Do they have the whole continent?
I don't think so.
No, they don't. It's kind of confusing because below the Kyrgyz Khanate, however you pronounce that, it looks like that could be the Pacific Ocean where Pyongyang is. And like they didn't have North Korea on there, but... And then that little, in China, that little bit of Beijing that sticks when you go east of Beijing, that little bit sticks out, could be part of that Giyi, but they don't show ocean, they show mountain and land. So I'm not sure if that's the continent or... Because down there in the south, Pagan, if that's Vietnam, then there's your coastline going all the way up and out, and then up to Except it's not water. You're also missing Indonesia and all the islands. Freaking Taiwan, Japan, Philippines. But if pagan is just Myanmar, then the rest of that, you're missing all of Thailand and Cambodia and Vietnam.
Flanker finally brought me in so I can say pagan is Burma. So it's a little bit not close to, well, close to Vietnam, but not quite there.
Myanmar.
Yeah.
That's what it said. It's like, unless pagan is Myanmar, in which case you're missing all of Vietnam and Thailand and Cambodia and Laos and.
Yeah, I think it's genuinely a processing limitation, because there's certainly mods that add the map all the way to like Japan and whatnot, but those just run much slower because of the amount of extra characters it's calculating.
I think it's genuinely a pronunciation error.
Because when they're not a million miles off, because like you say, you've got you're adding maybe another 200-300 miles to get to the other side of Vietnam.
Yeah, they're gonna add Vietnam. They need to add Thailand, and then they need to add.
Yeah. Then you're all the way up to like Chongqing
Eastern
and
half.
Guazhou and Shenzhen, and then you're adding sea to Hainan. Like, and that still doesn't get you Japan or North or South Korea or anything. That gets you a bit of Jakarta.
Yeah, there's that. Like I said, there's mods that do it. It's a processing thing of.
Yeah, but
They
the
have
amount
as
that's
much on the map as they can.
the amount that's not there is so much less.
Yes,
I think we just lost someone.
Cookie.
we did. It was Cookie. It said on the screen.
He probably fell asleep.
Off of it as it came up, so.
He probably fell back asleep at his desk.
I just got home all of like 10 minutes ago. I made
maybe-
myself a coffee. Oh,
So where would
damn it.
where would someone like some help?
Well,
Honestly,
Physics, will you need help in the general area, or are you fine?
I shouldn't. I won't say no, but I should be okay.
I started booting up my Crusader Kings, and then it finally put it on the screen. Warlords of Azeroth. Wait, that's not supposed to be booting up. I turned off the mods.
Cookie's back in the waiting room.
I've told my cat I need to get some water. I'll be right back.
Fall asleep, Cookie.
No, my PC chose the blue screen of death.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What's going on with your PC recently? Wasn't it like fairly new?
It is.
That's what happens with new technology.
Might be worth just doing a fresh reinstall of Windows at this rate.
I'm not sure you can hear you.
Yeah, I might do.
Hello.
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 Quite the turnout for the Wednesday stream.
I did
Update
not
though,
realize
isn't
there
it?
was a Wednesday stream.
Yeah, there's a Wednesday earlier, and then there's a Thursday later. I'm just not normally here because
You abandoned
I don't know.
us.
well, you know, I did kind of lose steam when my entire kingdom blew up because the Byzantine Empire wasn't being played for half a stream.
Potatoes, potatoes. You still could have joined us.
For a new game, one that was on a.
We just started one freaking. This is only like the 4th session since we started a new one.
This would be session number 5. But you're yeah, we have restarted very recently. Oh, all right, Americans in the chat, go and sort your currency out.
I'm like, yeah.
I have very little influence over our currency.
Come on, Steam.
You're talking about just add more tariffs.
we can stop with that now, but it's just very frustrating. Well, there's like, it has now cost me an additional 4,000, because of currency exchanges, because the dollar is weakening. It's quite annoying because I'm paid in dollars.
Wow.
Oh dear, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You should switch to being paid in haggis and iron brew.
Hey, look, I tried. You think the streaming is? The exchange rate on that is also terrible.
It can't be. It's like the Big Mac index. It's timeless, right?
It was quite funny having a chat with one of the organizations that I work with that are US based. They're like, we're having a real hard time right now. Can you reduce your fees to us? I was like, yeah, no. In fact, we need to talk about an increase because your currency has fallen. But
It's okay. Things are continuing to rise in price here anyway, even in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I go into work and I have to tell customers, oh, by the way, even something as simple as a tobacco is an extra like 50 cents now. Enjoy.
It's going to get worse in about 2 to 4 weeks. The last containers are arriving in ports at the moment for a lot of products, and even things like packaging for US-made products. So there's going to be a bit more inflation over the next 2 to 4 weeks, and stock issues will start hitting in 4.
Man, I have never seen a president destroy the economy this fast.
It's...
I mean, we might as well have elected the lettuce once.
Actually,
Better
genuinely though,
policies,
like to make you feel better about yourself, we had a prime minister that didn't last as long as a lettuce did. We had another one that decided that well, he took a less ambitious version of what the US is doing, looked at our biggest trading partner and went, no, screw those guys in particular. We want out. We don't want unified regulation. We don't want any of the things that we agreed that we had vetoes over. We just want out. And then a few months later went, oh, this sucks. Well, they're screwing us here. It's like, no, they're applying the laws that we proposed when we were members of that trading bloc. You absolute muppets. I saw a brilliant analogy recently of people voting, like you going out with your mates and you decide to vote on a pub, and 3 of your mates vote on one, 2 vote on the other, and you get to one that your mates voted for, and it's $30 a pint, the interior's crap, the food's not on, the kitchen's closed. You're like, this sucks, we should go for the other one. And the 3 mates that voted for it are like, no, we voted for this, it's democratic, so we're staying here forever. We can only ask the question once. And that is what has happened in UK politics over the last few years. Right. Where's everyone going? We've got the Physics is the Chieftain of Mon. Ryan is the Bataran Boyats. Laz is the Step-Ridden Ladies. I don't so. Are you perchance going to sleep with the people's wives? Just asking for a friend and their wives?
Husbands.
Reasonable. We've got Brandheimer, was that? Is that...
My literal plan is to have as many children as possible.
Oh,
To make
Sartunos.
the horde.
You can't call me that. That's Cookie just loading back in. And Will's and the ruler designer.
My game is taking its time.
No worries, bud.
I may or may not be planning to found Normandy.
Yeah, and I'm going to be the continent. The continent of Huachu. It's Huocho. It's going to be to the south of Ryan.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I figure you guys are all in the east of this game with this new DLC. I thought about maybe doing the Byzantine. Though to be fair, you've got the Road to Power DLC, haven't you? That adds all the Byzantine new stuff.
Administrative and all that, yes.
I kind of want to go there now because I don't have that DLC.
It's the whole reason for having the community games. Well, this one is that and having a chat with friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a very slow pace. The Wednesday one's very slow pace. It's no PvP. Start with a character that's 400. Don't go over it, and don't start with bigger than a duchy.
You know, if there was a good streamer here, he would have told everyone that at the start. But you know, he's just completely
We usually
rubbish.
have people that have played before, but this time we got a couple of people I haven't seen before, so I figured I'd make sure everyone understood the basics.
I'm going to have to go into Greece.
Oh.
I've got to take this opportunity.
Matt,
So,
The very
go for
important
it.
part.
That is a moustache.
Must ask you a question.
Yes.
The very important part is when he says, "Don't make a character over 400." That means 400 years. We need to make sure that flanker is always the
Oh,
oldest.
come
person.
on, dude. 400's still young. I can't remember what I was going to build this time. I had a plan and everything. And she went to work and I completely lost it.
Sleep.
Functional
I saw a streamer make a character that had like 20 in every stat plus a whole bunch of great traits, but they were still under 400 because they did it by taking every negative trait in the game plus being like 80, and they started the game and died instantly. Game over as soon as I hit to start.
Yeah, I saw one of those.
And they were like, oh. They were new. They didn't know what the hell they were doing. Like, oh, these can't be that bad.
Cancer? Nah, that's not gonna kill me.
You took all the negative health traits. I figured they'd go away. Yeah, they did.
I've seen people try and do runs with characters like that where like they have every single negative trait.
No, they were trying to take all the positive traits by taking all the negative health traits, thinking that they'd override the health traits.
Oh.
And it just killed them instantly.
So 400 trait points.
Basically the same rules as if you were trying to do an Iron Man game.
Okay.
It keeps people from starting out with someone who can get pure-blooded and stuff like that. You know, don't be...
You can.
We're not saying you can't take like the beautiful, the intelligent traits, etc., etc. It's just that if you do, obviously, if you go over 400 points, it's kind of like, well, you're not playing on a fair field. Otherwise, we could all just take the immortal trait and just wander around the planet.
If you remember, Rust actually took all 3 main traits at level 3 at 0 years old. He got taken over by his what's it called?
Yeah, he had to be an infant, plus he took some negative stuff too, in order to balance out the points.
He got taken over by his regent.
Yeah. He lost his kingdom. Or he lost his whatever he was starting at.
How could you do that to a child?
Yeah, well,
Very carefully.
And Russ's character too.
so I have to say my character falls within those guidelines.
Yeah.
It just keeps it from being a boring game for everybody.
Right.
Oh, and if you know someone has a goal, try not to freaking run over and mess up what their plan is.
Yeah.
That said, I will admit it'd probably be kind of interesting to play not an immortal character, but you can't land yourself ever. So you're just like wandering, always trying to meddle in things, but never actually.
They played almost every one of the CK3 games that came out since that. We've had people do that the entire time. There was a while there where there was hardly anyone playing that was landed.
I mean, to be fair, that's my being hundreds of years old and we're unlanded is my personal brand. Can you're not?
I don't know what you mean. You have a nice little tall shack, I think.
Yeah, not owned by me.
Flanker, since you're being a landless ruler, are you going to come over to the step?
At some point.
You have to. One of the traits that you can pick up. Well, sorry, one of the men at arms you can pick up are heavy horse archers.
Oh yeah, I'll be on my way. It might take me a session or two.
It's 92, 42, 24, 24.
You know exactly what's going to happen. He's going to start. He's going to go 2,000 gold in debt, and then have to run to the step to get away from the debt.
I don't know what you mean.
So,
there is very little evidence.
He's going to spend the next 2 sessions running from his debt. And end up in his debt how he pays it off anyway.
How could you possibly accuse me of such things? You might be right, but yeah, you can't put people into small boxes.
We could put you in a box.
But it's not a small box.
It'd have to be a super
That's a fair point, well made.
One of those boxes that would fit on a pallet.
I don't know what 6 guys are going to carry Flanker, but they're going to be very strong.
Oh, the 6 guys. It was 5 guys I was hoping for. No burgers for me.
They'll turn you into a burger and bury you in the ground. Yeah, the other men at arms you might like are the Nomad Lancers. They've only got like 120 damage as a base. Crazy that is. Well, as I said, I'm going to sleep around for a bit, then I'm going to hopefully get a martial character, and then I'm just going to roam.
Yeah, I forgot how terribly slowly Crusader Kings likes to connect sometimes. Which is weird. I've connected to, like, a single person before. Reasonably quickly. But it was also a filthy American like me.
I've never actually done a custom character before.
They're fun.
I basically just put all my points into stewardship.
Not a bad way to go. Just intellect is actually the best stat in the game, but you need stewardship for domain. So.
Wait, are you arguing intelligence is
learning? Learning is the best stat in the game.
It is pretty good, yeah. But my strategy for this game is just as much gold as possible.
I actually think stewardship is slightly better, just because of all the money you get, and you can also get some really good. I think the stewardship tree is a little bit better than the learning tree.
The learning tree lets you get everything else, including all the other stats. It lets you get money, it lets you increase domain size, it lets you do everything, including get all your other stats. Learning trumps simply by being able to add to the other stats. So you want more, if you're learning and you want more a stewardship, then go into the tree that lets you get all your counselor freaking skills added to yours, and then hire a really high counselor.
Stewardship gives you sell trivial titles and extort vassals, both of which are insanely good. And then you can also
Talking
get
about it insane.
And the one before.
Yeah, but it doesn't increase.
50.
You can still get stewardship stuff out of learning. And once you've done learning and you have high learning, you can still go into stewardship tree. But to start with, learning is the best because it also increases your ability to learn everything.
I think scholarship is probably my favourite tree in the game.
My favorite, I think, is Architect. Although, Apparition is pretty good as well.
I mean, it depends on what sort of rule you see your rule having. If you're going to be conquering everything, then you just go straight into martial. If you're going to be developing your realm, then you go into stewardship. If you want to
martial is only really good if you're tribal and you're a conqueror.
yeah.
In general, but
If you're not tribal, it's not as good.
I mean, the bonuses from the I can't remember the name of the first martial tree. The siege bonuses are pretty insane.
But you're almost better off getting a martial with high military and the sieging freaking whatever. Military engineer.
I think the best part about martial is that level 5 gives you stewardship stuff, and the best part about stewardship is that level 5 gives you learning stuff.
Oh yeah.
Martial and stewardship work together really well. Stewardship and learning work together really well.
Everything in learning works together really well because learning is the best trade.
Diplomacy learning is not great.
I don't think I've ever done a diplomacy character.
Yeah, who has?
I have. It's kind of funny how everyone just wants to be a vassal.
You get less choice when you're limited to a duke.
Well, there was that one run where I was trying to do Bohemia and make it like really high freaking development, and everyone voted me to be the HOE emperor. I wasn't even in it.
You know who we should vote for emperor?
That wasn't
that guy.
I wasn't even. I was learning. I wasn't even freaking diplomacy. and everyone not only wanted to be my vassal, they wanted me to be the emperor.
French, well.
Oh, there goes 44.5 gigabytes of stuff I don't need anymore. As well.
Well, I've got a travelling character starting in Fife because travelling is still my favourite thing in the world.
I need to give that a go.
It's so good.
Although, are you loaded in?
By the way, I don't know if anybody knows. Right, Flanker, so you can show on stream. If you click where your name is, where it says, what was it, Master Ima.
Mm-hmm.
If you click on that, not over there, on the left-hand side.
Oh my god.
You can see your character sheet.
That's amazing. It's so much better.
Someone get an L and stamp it on Flanker's left hand, because he doesn't know what his left is.
They changed it. The left side where everyone's name is at.
Oh,
Flanker.
sorry. My apologies. I thought it was the left side of the character profile.
No. So just click on your name.
Yeah, that's neat.
Your name.
There we go. Right. So obviously you can see your character sheet. However, if you look down the left-hand side near your character's actual character, you'll see like the stress, the barbershop, and all that. See you've got an icon with 3 little arrows. If you click on that, you can set your learning style now. You don't have to wait.
Oh, cool.
I just saw that and I thought I'd share with everyone.
There is a lot of new stuff in this if you guys haven't played. Like when you're raiding, it shows you how much everything is worth around you.
That's so much more helpful.
Amazing.
Oh, hang on, I've got to drop out for a bit. I've got a call.
On the subject of which, I'll be having to drop out for a while out of voice for a call today as well. I will
Sooner the
post
better.
up. Love you too, Poppet. Oh, yeah, I think it's the last
Did I say that out loud?
half hour. It is in an hour and 4 minutes. I've got to drop out for a call.
Well, good luck on the call. I'm sure you'll need it.
Hello, Grim Harbinger, if nobody has said it yet.
Hey, Grim.
I don't know what Harbingers aren't grim. The word itself is kind of grim, but if redundancy is your thing, you nailed it.
This is the harbinger of spring. That's not grim.
The Spring Harbinger.
It's a wildflower in Illinois. White and pink.
Unless you're a winter plant.
I'm going to try and reform ancient Egypt.
Interesting.
I've seen people try that.
Yeah, it's with the Kushite religion. I've seen people do it.
I am kind of sad that the ancient religions aren't in the game because we've got
Well, I mean, Hellenism's in it, but yeah, there's
Some of
not
them are.
much
not
else.
Hellenism.
Hellenism's hard to restore without starting it in character creator.
Yeah, it's probably as obscure to get as it was in Crusader Kings II.
I mean, my go-to playthrough on CK2 was restoring the Roman Empire and Hellenism, but by restoring the Roman Empire, you get the choice to restore Hellenism.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the only way to do it.
There was like the only way to do it in there was other ways to do it in Crusader Kings 2, where there was like a small chance for Hellenic worshipping quarters to spawn.
And you could also explore the classics if you were on a learning focus.
Yeah, that would be the other way.
And that would let you start a secret Hellenistic cult.
Well, yeah, in CK3, it's only by restoring the Roman Empire or ruler designers starting out as Hellenistic.
Can you not restore it through the religion choice?
Nope. It costs too much. It costs way too much to pick it.
Even if you go through the piety tree, where it reduces it by like 75.
It costs a ridiculous amount to freaking change. They do that.
The cost. I was able to get the cost for restoring paganism down to 5,000. I don't know what it is for Hellenism though. Whether it.
Yeah, Hellenism starts at like 1 million. So even when you do all the reductions, or 100,000, one or the other, it's not what you can do in a lifetime.
Yeah.
I actually have seen someone do it.
I'm gonna say, I'm sure there'd be someone who could like go to a lot of holy sites and whatnot as like a Christian or whatever, and get it done by the time they're like 80.
Alright, I don't know. Not restore the Roman Empire and we found Hellenism.
I think even to do that, you'd still have to use ruler designer to design your character specifically to do that, which is still the same as starting with Hellenism and ruler designer. You know,
don't.
I don't think you could do it without ruler designer.
It'll be insanely hard.
I still think my favorite run, even if it ended with being crusaded by someone's empire when they left, was being the Pope's vassal.
Cookie screwed us one time doing that. He was a Pope's vassal, and then that was the last session he showed up to, and the next like 8 or the rest of the time we played that run, the Pope was stupid strong, and we were doing an Africa campaign. He started taking over North Africa.
Was that the run that I had to step out because of real life?
Yes,
yeah,
it was.
I'm not blaming you for. I'm not blaming you for stepping out. It's right before you did. You pleaded whatever to fealty to the Pope, and then it was like, oh man, we had to deal with that for the rest of the time.
Don't worry, it's always your fault, Cookie.
I just found out you can look at the character sheets for AI characters as well.
Oh, how?
So if you click on the character as if you were selecting them, and then hover over the title, their primary title, then it tells you who the holder is, and then you can click on that, and it takes you to their character sheet.
Cool.
Load faster, game.
You can't interact with them yet.
Good. That makes sense.
Just start, marrying off all my courtiers.
Joining us too. Cool.
If you're a vassal,
game.
If you're a vassal, you're not going to have any courtiers or counselors other than your freaking priest.
Oh, really? Damn.
It's a bug with the newest patch that they haven't fixed yet.
But they haven't fixed it. Oh, God damn it. That's my go-to strategy, is to just marry off all my courtiers to get the best counselors in my realm.
It just takes a little longer to get it going.
Yeah, you just have to sort of get as many people.
Yeah, you have to invite for the two you can get right away.
Yeah.
And the physician and what's the other one? Cavern, and then marry them to people that are useful.
Yeah.
And then that gives you 3 or 4 of your counselors, and then you still got You can get your 2 female ones almost guaranteed between the Cavern.
The wet nurse.
No, well, you can't get a wet nurse till one of them has a kid now. You have to have a kid in your court to get a wet nurse now.
Okay.
But yeah, your holy man, you can have them marry a female to get the spy master, or if it's a female, you can do a male to get one of the other spots. And then whoever you get as your physician, if you get a female physician, it's really good because then you can hire a male. And if you get your travel dude,
well, I'm playing.
Get your other female.
I've got to marry off my holy man.
Well, oh yeah, then that's one less. But you can marry off your physician and your freaking your travel dude, and hopefully if they're female, it's good for you. If not, then there's your spy master. And if they're both male, then you're kind of screwed. It is what it is.
Roman was a mistake. Where's the right one?
No, that. Someone just joined, but we didn't gain another.
Grim showed up on the bottom.
On the game, but not in.
Yes. Yes, Ryan, look at your Discord. For goodness sake.
Ryan,
Grim was already here in Discord, I thought.
Yes.
Ryan, it's me. I said
Laz
I
came
got a
back.
call and I dropped.
Oh, I forgot about that. I'm so sorry.
Flanker in his infinite wisdom has given me permission to come in and go, as long as I don't abuse it. I'm assuming.
Makes sense.
How come I don't have that permission?
You know why.
Listen, Laz, I'm not sleeping with you again. It's not happening.
Look, I am a luscious lady this time.
Yeah.
Is it because you think? Is it because you think I'll jump in during your streams and talk shit while I'm not even? Because
you would never do that,
like
physics.
It does sound like me.
I mean, you can do that in the chat when Waggly's here, just fine. Gang up on Flanker.
I don't need Waggly here to beat up on Flanker.
No, but the tag team is it's always good.
I think with me and Laz here, it's enough for him, especially if the times Russ is here too. I think if you threw Waggly on top of that, Flanker would just quit.
You ever heard an old man cry?
You do?
What? Here comes Waggly with the steel chair.
Yeah, we do hold back because we kind of want to play together, even if we have to do it through Flanker.
Yeah.
It's kind of like playing Dungeons and Dragons, but you hate your game master, but nobody else wants to be the game master. You know?
I don't know. Would we even trust Flanker as the game master?
He's the guy with the servers. We have to.
Oh wait, we've got 2 people playing in Byzantium.
Like the DM. The game master is usually also the host. Where else are you gonna do it?
He's playing in Byzantium with
Yeah,
me.
but the game master usually gives us snacks and drinks and stuff. I mean, it's so
I don't-
lazy.
I am.
I don't
Cookie
want these
Ryan.
people coming over to my house.
Who else is in Byzantium?
Cookie.
Cookie. Oh, hello again.
You're on opposite sides of Byzantium, though.
11:30.
Yeah, but only one of us is going to make it to Emperor.
Yeah, it will be me when I become the Khan of the Byzantium Empire.
Clearly, Flanker needs
Now-
to become.
now remember,
Khan, and then
Wednesday's
Fair.
not a PvP game.
Well, Thursday isn't either.
remember. What we need is Flanker to go all the way, become a Khan, and then do what the Mongols were so good at, which was invading islands. And
Every time we've
have Flanker
every time
become
we've-
the Khan of Scotland.
every time we've tried to get Flanker to be the emperor, everybody else has beat him to the title. It doesn't work.
You have in Africa. That's fair.
We have tried to do a everybody under Flanker freaking run with everybody's vassal. And,
I would like to say, without my
cool
consent, by the way, the first
thing.
2 times.
have a cool like stream focused game. No, Flanker sucks.
He can't keep it together half the time.
Hey, I took over all of Africa before.
Yeah, but like help. Lots of
Yeah, with a lot of help.
I'm
I had
sorry.
to
Steve,
them
What
title.
is this about the Hellenic Leonidas of Athens? Not Athens. Let's. I can't even pronounce that.
Cookies just drops again.
Never mind then.
Cookie, you still there in voice? Or I think he's had another B-sod. I'll just wait for Cookie to get back in, then we'll hit start. That was just as I was about to hit start, Cookie's dropped off.
It's all your fault, Flanker.
Result.
there you
Everything that
Yeah.
character created.
Oh yeah, that's right. He had a created character, so it wouldn't save, would it? Unless he saved. Can you save them?
You can. You can. In the UI, as you create the character, you can save them, which I would recommend that people do.
If
Yeah,
he
I think
finished
it's-
creating the character, it exists in Flanker's game.
Yes.
So he just needs to select it again.
And you can also save them, which then allows you to use the same character again in a 2-second load. So people could get the characters ready ahead of time now. Although that's
I
more
always
difficult for
have my
those that
character.
don't have the DLC.
Right, people without the DLC or people with the DLCs like me, I always have my characters ready ahead of time, so we're not wasting time.
Yeah, so for example, pointless me saving this guy because I don't have Khans at the moment.
Yeah, but if you wanted to play a future run with a similar start point and play it out differently, it's still worth saving them.
True.
Or if you know you're going to play in a game and you want to set up a character beforehand, find somebody else in the community who has all the DLCs or the DLCs that you need to start a game with you, just so you can make a character and save it, and then you're ready for the community game.
Community, what's that?
It's the 10 of us.
I thought this was the Flanker bully session.
Okay, the CK Freeze done something.
Yeah, that's our community. It's the Flanker bully community.
Yeah, don't worry, we haven't started without you.
I thought it was
Yeah.
the Flanker bully cult.
Same difference.
No, we're not a cult.
So CK3 froze hard, and it forced me to reboot my PC.
Yeah, we know your computer sucks. It's fine. Get back in.
Physics, that's not a joke.
You didn't realise
I wasn't
physics.
laughing until you said that.
What do you want to say, Ryan?
Have you have you checked your drivers for updates? Because that's what fixed it for me.
I shall check it, because last time we played here as well, I had drivers update, and that's when I updated as well. But I shall check for you.
Graphic driver issue, is it?
I don't know.
Well, basically there was a bug introduced in a graphic driver update a few months ago,
Yep.
and
And it's been impacting 40 series cards as well as 50 series cards.
That's why.
Because Nvidia's too small a company to, UA.
That's why the correct answer should be like me and have a computer from like 2016. How I run some of the games I do is surprising.
I'm pretty sure my computer's from around 2016 as well.
Yeah, my computer's not new.
And I thought mine was old.
I've just been, replacing each part of it as it goes.
Oh no,
What's the name of the ship?
has some.
Remember?
12 handles. It serves me well.
Oh no, my computer hasn't had any replacements at all.
Oh Jesus!
It's almost 10 years old. I'm
10-year-old card.
yeah.
I was thinking about updating mine, but right now is a pretty bad time to buy.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
honestly,
no.
dude, it was the right time to buy was if you could get stock a few months ago, and then now it's just going to wait till the tariffs play out. Because
I mean, it was bad before that.
yeah, well, the
Yeah, it's been
availability
really good this year.
sucked for Nvidia stuff.
Yeah, it hasn't been good this year.
Meanwhile, it's apparently a great time to upgrade your storage if you haven't got an SSD, because I got a half terabyte one for about £13 the other month.
Yeah,
That's the only thing I've added to this is SSD.
Yeah, the commodity drive prices will likely go up a little bit soon because memory prices are going up for SSDs. But it's SSDs to be up to about the 2 terabyte, and it's almost got to the 4 terabyte now. That's an affordable per terabyte price. Whereas 8 terabyte is still in the "are you dumb" kind of level of pricing.
Why are you buying this?
Well, an 8 terabyte NVMe, let's go and check what it is today. Was £1,700. There you go. They're 575 at the moment for not the very latest gen version of NVMe.
I'm pretty sure I've used all the hard drive slots on my computer now, and I've just been sort of slowly shifting the priority down as I had new cards, and so now I've got, my sort of relatively new hard drive for all the big games that I don't play very much, and then the SSD for the games that I do play. And I've got a separate drive for my my operating system.
Oh, is Cookie still checking his drivers? No, we're still short.
It's booting up.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, one of the problems that people are going to run into that they never did before really on consumer PCs is problems with PCIe lanes, which is something no one thinks about. But because NVMe drives take up multiple PCIe lanes each, up to 4, but you can't just fill your PC with drives in every slot that it has and not have USB issues, because those also use PCIe lanes, or certainly on higher end boards. Yeah.
Herbie, you're doing stubborn and ambitious?
Oh yes.
You're going to be stressed.
What's my opinion so far on the new PLC? We haven't got around to playing, so if you want to join, now's a great time, because Cookie's just rejoining now. But this is the start, because it's a new run, so everyone's joining their game. And we're just waiting for Cookie, who's had some PC problems, so you have about 3 minutes to get yourself started.
Blame Ryan. Ryan was fiddling with his internet and it kept disconnecting Cookie.
Grim, why shrewd?
I'm not shrewd. Oh, right. Now I remember. Because I could fit it, essentially.
That's it. You could just manually put in 2 for every freaking thing and spend less.
True.
So had anyone already noticed what I was going to do?
Nope. No, I haven't seen your character.
I did see what you were going to do.
Oh yeah? What is it?
I asked you about it just as you crashed the Hellenic Leonidas of IKEA.
This is Sparta!
If you're,
It was
if you're planning on chilling for 5 more minutes before you start to boot your PC, then we're going to get underway.
The Duchy is IKEA in CK2, so that's what I remember it as.
Lacedaemon is the province name of Sparta. Sparta is the capital of that area.
Yeah, I saw.
So Cookie's gonna be kicking people in pits.
Yes, I'm gonna start kicking people in pits.
I don't see how we're gonna remain passive to each other in this game.
You could just be subordinate to one another.
Yeah,
I mean, if you want to declare independence as Sparta, then I'm all for
Pier
it.
94
but
just subscribe.
both of us
In booting up
gunning for the Empire
CK3,
title,
chill
one of
flankers,
us,
stop being such a
well,
slow
both of
flank.
us in wanted.
Look,
We've got one more player joining us, and then we'll be underway.
Look, he didn't say he wanted to be the emperor. He just wants to
We
be
can split the
Sparta.
empire in half.
Yeah, one.
That already happened once. That's why Italy's there.
I was gonna say, why don't one of you get the left half from Constantinople to the left, the other one gets the right half, and East and West Byzantium.
So we split we'll split the left half, the right half of the Roman Empire into left and right.
So we're gonna have the Far Eastern Roman Empire and the Center Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Clearly, we need someone to actually play over in Italy and make the road.
Restore the Western Roman Empire.
Yes.
And then have like a Varangian go south and conquer North Africa and make the Southern Roman Empire.
And then everyone join together and make the Mediterranean Empire.
Cookie, if you don't diverge your culture into Spartan, I'm going to be very upset.
The thing is, I wanted to go Spartan Greeks, but that was not possible. But Orthodox did not fit to the theme.
Oh no.
By the way, I just want to check if it's just me or not, but does the ruler of Mercuria look a little bit weird to anyone else? Mercuria is just south of Egypt. For me, his model is solidly broken.
No, it looks fine to me.
Yeah, same.
He looks normal to me.
Yeah. Same.
Or as normal as a 17-year-old gets.
See if I can
Everyone's
get-
17 once, unless they die younger.
Well, only the good die young, and so looking at Flanker.
Evil bastard.
You were going
I can't
with
believe
that. Yeah, you. And Kaz,
I'll
how's
put
your day
in
going?
The grand strategy, what the character in Mercuria looks for me for some reason.
I've got to get used to the administrative government type now. I haven't used it at all.
Those are very small arms.
No one else is having that problem. No other character. I've
It's-
looked around and
It's weird. It's weird having your liege be able to just take your freaking men at arms whenever he wants.
Oh god, is that a thing?
And your liege can also change what kind of administrative government you're running. Based on what he needs.
Your troops.
Based on what he needs you to be. So he can suddenly decide that, oh, you're going to be a bulwark, basically.
Oh, that's fine by me.
I don't remember the names of all of them, but yeah. He can just decide what kind of a... They usually don't. Yeah, it doesn't change it much, but when it does, it's annoying.
Yeah, because I've got used to the Imperial system in CK2, of course. But from what I've gathered, that this is supposed to be sort of like that, but it looks.
But you can spend influence to get him to give you whatever you want for that stuff too. Like influence is your main currency if you're administrative. It's your currency for everything. Well, gold, because it's still feudal, but I mean, you're still using feudal buildings, so. And you get your own estate. You get a whole extra place to get income from.
Oh, cool. I'm just reading all the tooltips on it.
And I think you can get extra men-at-arms at your estate that he can't mess with. They're smaller, but like they don't. You can't get as high of a stack from it, but you can still get a couple. House guards or something like that.
Anyone with the Khans DLC know how it is to be an adventurer going into Nomad? Is it a case of you have to start Nomad?
Laz was playing with it. Yes, playing a little bit. He might be able to answer.
Sorry, what?
Can you start as an adventurer and go nomad with the new DLC?
If you convert to the culture, yeah.
So it's a cultural thing.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Oh man, there's political schemes now as well.
So, like, you can't shift off the culture and still be it, basically. Right?
Whereas the
That's what they're
nomad,
saying. Yeah,
like
start as it.
So if you're a nomad, you can actually convert to another culture quite easily as well.
But you stop being a nomad and go to being a regular adventurer if you do that.
No, well, yeah, I think so.
I was just wondering if it'd be possible to, like, create a nomad custom character that's not in the steppes.
Yeah, you can just make a nomad culture and not put them in the steppes.
The thing is, if you settle outside of the Great Steppe as so if the nomadic character settles outside the Great Steppe, only their children will inherit this trait. So the way of the nomad is specifically for nomads, whereas if you settle, your children become nomadic. Because you lose this trait otherwise.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you could, like, be a nomad somewhere else, pretty much. Like,
You could start with the culture, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the definition of nomad is somewhere
Nomadic
else.
lifestyle.
well, yeah, somewhere besides the steppes.
Yeah, because I'm a Magyar, and I'm pretty sure I would have just played Almos Arpad, but I'm pretty sure he will become landed.
Yeah, like
Well,
one of his fundamental things is go land in Hungary.
Yeah, he goes snatches Hungary. But because I don't have the DLC, I want to play Nomad.
That makes sense. So we are waiting for one more person.
Waiting
Indeed,
for
you can see chat. Yep.
Okay.
No, I need to close stream in order to have the game run smoothly. So,
If only you had a mobile device.
Sorry.
It's a mobile device.
You know what? I don't trust
It's
that.
when you throw your computer out the window
Mm,
or into
for
your
it
car.
repeatedly crashing.
my mobile device is older than this game. I don't think I could do it very well.
Your computer is older than the game.
My computer's older than most of the games that I play. Well, actually, EU4 came out 2014, so...
That, and
Which-
we all know we want a Khan that has chukanos and all kinds of other nonsense.
I was just thinking of being a nomad in Africa. That kind of
Nomad.
thing. Well,
Yeah.
you know, the idea of it. I'm not gonna set up a character now. I've already chosen what I'm gonna do this run. Maybe for tomorrow's run.
I mean, who doesn't want Varangian veterans, horse archers, and chukanos, and God knows what else?
Have those, yes.
Just become the ultimate warrior general.
Yeah, and then I'll sell my services to the Byzantine Emperor.
So you're a Viking.
A Viking who happens to be a Magyar.
You're a Viking with a dark skin complexion.
It's out in the sun too long. It's like Flanker. Starts to look a little bit toasty if the giant ball of not rain shines in Flanker's face more than an hour. You're supposed to have a comeback, Flanker. Come on.
Like he's trying to figure out whether or not Pierre is actually getting in the game or not.
I don't think he is.
He said it was going to take him time to boot his PC, and he said he was joining in a subscribe message. So
Oh, okay.
I will give him the benefit of the doubt for another few minutes. But like, even if he's just in the stream waiting room, at least we know what's happening. But yeah, I've finished my meeting notes. The meeting I'm going to, so I know what I will say, because otherwise I'd have to rewrite the minutes.
What does your meeting have to do with anything? I don't think he meant to say that in Discord.
Oh, I did. I was saying I've sat here. I've managed to get my meeting notes done. I've got. Well, while we've been waiting, this has been productive for me at least.
Nice.
And in the meantime, banter.
Let's set Flanker's camp on fire.
Oh, what is going on?
I'll have to raise an army real quick, though, because I doubt I will stay long in the Byzantine.
Administrative, you can protect yourself with enough influence. You're going to have to work harder.
How do you mean?
You're an administrative. It's harder for him to just declare war on you.
Just remember, you don't actually own the land.
Yeah, he might just strip you of your title, though.
Because it's not your land.
Well, that might just ruin my plans.
Just become an adventurer.
Become an adventurer like me.
And take an arrow in the knee.
Yes.
Then become landed.
I just noticed the family dynasty reset after I changed my culture.
So, Claire said he was booting up the game. 14 minutes ago.
Maybe he had a catastrophic crash.
Well, maybe. Problem is, if we...
No offense to him, but there's 8 other people waiting, and we have a limited time frame for Wednesdays.
Yeah, I know. And like the only reason I haven't just started is because if they turn up, then there's an increased chance of crashing, which means to do this all over again for 20 minutes, which I would really rather not.
Right. Katy Perry says she's been battered and bruised by backlash from her Blue Origin space flight.
It was just a bit of tone-deaf media. Like...
Yeah, it's like, well, shut up.
I get to fly in space.
It wasn't just tone-deaf media. It's tone-deaf of her.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's a bit of a tone-deaf media performance by her. Like, the whole sending celebrities up in space and then them claiming to be astronauts is... Like, no, you were tourists that got to go up in a... I'm not a pilot. I've been on a plane. That's not the same thing.
Yeah, and scientifically, you're not even been to space yet. You haven't gone up high enough. The Blue Origin flight doesn't go that high.
And also, to be considered an astronaut, you actually have to contribute to space travel. That is literally the definition that was brought out by NASA.
They did pay for the ticket.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
I mean, yeah, technically, you know. But I understand...
Ticket.
Yeah, I mean, I can see where they thought it was going to go, which they thought it would be inspiring, but it ended up being very tone deaf. Because when people are struggling and the wolf's at the door, no one wants to hear how millionaires got on a even more expensive private jet, and the people that are typically interested in STEM and have an understanding of things like climate science and space science, this wasn't moving us forward at all. So it's just a really, really carbon heavy private jet service.
Yeah, it's a waste of time, money, and everything.
And I think it was the intent was to inspire the next generation in the way that the shuttle launches did, but completely missed the point.
The intent was to sell more trips on Bezos' rocket, because the tickets are too expensive. You can't sell them. It's not profitable.
No, I don't think it was at all. There was like the people that can afford those tickets aren't going to give a flying about a pop star going up. No one cares.
They're also not going to care that it was an all-female crew. That was one of the selling points of that one. It's like, who cares? They're all rich.
No, but they're all, and really what they were, I could see that they were trying to get to a first, because the same way that companies do all the time, you know, like every freaking town across, you know, large parts of America has the world's largest something. So something that puts them on the map. Like, it's not, so it was meant to be an inspiring publicity stunt and failed on all counts.
So since they weren't the first to space, they weren't the first commercial company to build anything.
Yeah, being the first all-female flight. It's the same as, have you seen the Guinness Book of Records channel recently. I was in a Slim's Chicken with Wagley, and up on the screen was the Guinness Book of Records channel. And it's like the person that could pull a truck the furthest using nothing but his beard and a tow hook. Like, that is so specific. It's like the guy that could do double skips the longest while on a bench. Like, cool.
You probably have a long enough beard now, Flanker. Why don't you give it a try?
My beard's actually shorter than it was before. Wait.
You know for a fact that if Flanker does any sudden movements, his bones turn to dust?
Yeah, with how old he is, there's no way his hip would stay in.
All that space shuttle tells me is pity it didn't explode.
No, I don't feel that way about it at all. Like, the reality is, right, that the US government and others around the world have been persuaded that only the private sector can do these sort of things.
Yeah, it would actually have been scientifically good if it had blown up. We would have learned something from the explosion.
Yeah,
I think that's really unfair. I would also point out that if we're going to talk about government contractors blowing shit up, then maybe we should look towards a certain other government contractor who has still failed to do any of the things they said they would do 4 years ago. And been paid $4 billion of taxpayers' money. I think it's more than that now to do it.
Which one?
Mr. Musk's one.
So you're talking about where I work?
Different government contractor, buddy. I'll get to you later.
I was gonna say, my first guess was Boeing or something.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, look. Even with the number of problems that Boeing have had for all sorts of reasons we've talked about before, they still have a significantly better safety record than Mr. Musk's Starships.
Yeah, and they've actually said out they've done what they
with their starships.
Done.
Wagley screams, physics!
Wagley!
Waggles.
So, like, realistically, the US, and if we're being kind, some of humanity's understanding of space needs Blue Origin to succeed, because otherwise the US is going to continue to be over a barrel to a single contractor who is charging them more for his reusable rockets than the Russians were at the worst points in US-Russia relations, when they were building a new rocket every time, and they have a lower success rate. So you want competition. If you're going to put it out to competition and government funding and picking winners, you need competition within the winners. And currently, Blue Origin is one of maybe 4 companies that are actually capable of doing that sort of thing that would supply the US government. So I think, like, I get the eat the rich bit, but maybe we're misdirecting our anger. The doing a test flight and getting some free publicity is A-okay. And
if he was actually supplying, because he was one of the ones that competed to supply if he was doing any of the stuff that he had done, yes, I'd be all for that. He's not even attempting. He wants to go directly into commercial freaking rocketry for tourists.
Because the government's already spent more than NASA's budget, and now the person that is benefiting from it is in charge of cutting the budgets as his Department of Government Efficiency. So, no, Blue Origin do still need to exist. And yes, it likely will be on a commercial basis, but what do you expect them to do in the meantime? And I would suggest that you look up the prices the US government are being charged for things they have not had delivered by their current supplier.
It's been a long time now. Not trying to push the situation, but it just
yeah, I'm
feels like
starting. It's too late. Yeah, I agree. We are underway.
How the heck does this work? I have no audios ready. Wait, what the heck? Spy
I was saying that would happen.
No, I'm not a vassal.
Neither am I.
Oh.
I just selected a character, and all I have is a shaman.
Can you set it to
Granted,
1 speed, flanker?
Yep. Sure.
Marcus Pulse.
Wonderful day, isn't it?
It is indeed.
How did I end?
Oh, that's a good outcome for. I wouldn't mind hearing a story or two. I just got an extra point in stabby.
As don't ask Flanker about that. He'll bimble and bamble about the story that could have taken 5 minutes.
Not much in the way of contracts.
I don't understand the new stuff yet. I only have 3 out of my 4 cool tie, whatever that is. My top voice for a wife is Laz, of course.
Laz makes a wonderful wife.
Okay, this is weird. I'm in ST. Okay. This is not what I have had planned, but sure.
I am facing a chaotic succession. That's not good.
Why? Embrace the chaos.
Administrators cannot declare war against each other. Instead, they are encouraged to spend influences to gain schemes. But I built my guy as a fighter. Oh.
What, man?
Well, that looks terrifying. I saw the button for changing raid intent and the new terrorize option type that allows you to destroy buildings. You need to just have a specific dynasty legacy for that.
How are you, Gem?
Right, let's grab a barber's tent so I get some passive income.
Oh, I don't have any herder vassals, and I think that's a bad thing.
I heard it's a good thing to have them.
Herdy herd.
I grew up with the usual, but 7 we conquer the world. Yes. I am not bad.
That's not here. Good, it's not. County fertility control C. Huh.
Much do I actually
don't
have
much
to
fertility yet.
do?
Damn, those are expensive, but would be so worth it.
%60 secrecy. Mm.
Oh no, I'm not endorsed by my goatee. Why don't you like me, goatee? I gave you a job, man. Gave you a job.
Maybe he doesn't like the job.
I have the branch of the solid oak of Thor. How the heck did I start with that? But I don't have a court to put it in.
Oh, that's something dumb. Oh. Ah, they're both crap. That's why.
Now my goatee likes me even less. Aw, because I'm hiring bodyguards and putting them on Terrify Court. They'll get over it, or they will fear me.
Both are good.
Those are your two options. Like me or fear me.
I'm making bank over here. I mean, I wouldn't ever steal from anybody.
Yes, the new options on raiding is quite good. If you're a raider, you can select before you start out raiding if you want to pillage, terrify, capture, or something else. I can't select it right now. I'm already out raiding. And the capture, you get 50% less gold, but you have an increased chance of catching, of kidnapping, whatever, capturing people in the place you're raiding.
Yay, I'm no longer broke.
Ryan, I don't know if you noticed, but I changed my build this time.
Yeah, I did notice. Ah, you got Raider and Organizer. That's good.
I just.
I also only went. I went with level 4 Marshal, so I have higher all my generic stats. So I can, but I'll have to get to enough money to try to get level 5 out of education. But money's not hard to do in this build.
Yeah.
I'm raiding constantly.
Raiding does that.
Just starting out is slow raiding until I get the raider leveled up. Takes me a month for each raid right now.
I have a herder vessel. Yay!
Have you
Have
heard?
you noticed the fat guys are fatter now?
Nope.
If you get any fat guys in your cart, they're fatter now.
Like being ripped off for contracts here. Where's my other one? You said 2.
Like, they look obese now.
Oh, they already did.
No, like chin. Like,
I mean, they need to make sure their player base can actually truly emulate themselves within the video game.
Wow.
Hey.
like
Okay.
multiple chin.
Look, I can't point to the lie there, but I can point to the butt. It's enormous. I knew that was going to happen.
Pox. Where's this pox?
Russia.
Oh, it's in Russia.
Oh, Bosnian. Annandale. Oh, that's near me.
Yeah, that's in Sudrayan.
Well, I've been mauled by a boar already, so this is going well. Apparently my face did not just look like that.
Is it any better than the grizzly bear?
So, Russian pox is in Scotland, so Flanker caused it.
So, in short, it should be known as the flanker pox.
Yeah. Everyone back home where Flanker's from calls him Ross from Friends, because he's kind of like that personality-wise.
Overbearing and annoying.
Yes.
Time to start moving my camp around, I think.
Whoa! We have new raid intents.
Yes, we were just talking about those like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah, I was focusing.
Ryan doesn't pay attention unless you say his name.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'm ill when I'm already ill.
Like we were speaking about Brian then.
Don't think I can get more ill.
You can always get more ill. You can be the illest. Why are my courtiers getting ill?
Attractive lunatic. Yeah, okay. Maybe not then.
I got lucky, and when I was hiring out my things, I was able to just invite everyone to court rather than pay for them. I don't know if you guys ever try that. When you do, it's good to know. When you do, like, you go to hire a physician, they give you the 2 options. You can just invite them to court rather than pay for either one of them. And then you can get both of them. But one of them had, like, their whole family came, so I got, like, 2 women and 2 men.
Jam, he wasn't as... The attractive lunatic here wasn't as modest as you.
But the problem is they're flat in the fur, so they're going to leave at some point, because that's what they do to me every time.
I can refill men-at-arms?
They're the family I made homeless by doing my own custom ruler. The family that is supposed to own them on. So they end up leaving.
My god, the heavy force archers are insane. They only cost 79 gold.
Oh wow, there really are no contracts in this part of the world, as in none.
They just knew you were coming around, Flanker.
I mean, that's fair. Speaking of nuns,
There's
let's go to
lots of
church.
contracts. There's lots of contracts, but just none for you.
Yeah, that's fair.
I have siege.
Thank you, Wagley. Be back in a bit.
Threats. Always with the threats.
Who's got the phone near you?
Herbie, that's you.
Sorry?
There was some really weird sound. That.
Oh, that must be my poor internet.
EMI. No, it was EMI. You had a phone near your freaking mic or something.
No, I don't.
It was. It sounded like electromagnetic interference, so something was causing it. Power wire it runs next to could do it.
Let me know if it happens again.
It's happening right now.
All right. Well, that means my microphone is good. Hang on.
Are you messing with the cable?
That's Ryan's stick.
When I do it.
Ryan, stop messing with the cable.
Okay.
It is EMI. It could be microwave, most likely mobile phone, because that is a. But all of those of us of a certain age, we recognise that from the old mobile phones.
But it also can happen from power cables or any cable that's running a large amount of power if it's not shielded properly. Or if your microphone cable isn't shielded well because it's worn and broken down, it's not protecting itself from just normal EMI. In which case, having a fluorescent light on will cause it. Because fluorescent lights run at a specific frequency, which causes EMI.
This guy's upset because I've forced him to help me commit crimes.
That's why some people can hear it when Walmart lights are on.
I can. I used to be able to.
That's literally EMI. Kids usually can hear it. Adults, not so much.
I can still see
Amazing, Flinker heard it.
time to time, and that's really annoying.
Flanker didn't hear it. The rest just did.
I mean, I guess that's fair. I think Flanker was writing business notes with a hammer and chisel on a stone slab. So.
Hello.
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 I appreciate how it shows you the next closest high raid. High loot raid.
Yeah, it shows you all the raids in the area. Yeah, we're not getting. Yeah, we're not getting it.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
Good.
No feedback either.
Yeah, very good.
I can challenge Keaton Aki to a trial by combat, and he has 4 freaking prowess. I'm dying by my hand, Bullbreaker. Eccentric's so fun.
I can hear you phone.
It's back.
Oh, is it back?
Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah, the chieftain of Mercuria isn't armless. And
Noise is back.
If it does it again, I'm just going to have to go text only.
Thing is, it wasn't being such a pain in the ass previously.
No, it was fine last game, wasn't it?
You know, it keeps. It's like you're. It's sounding like your mic is automatically adjusting to you not talking. So occasionally, you just hit your mic button and stop. Because when you talk, it goes away, and when you don't talk for a while, it shows up.
That's weird as hell.
What business is trying to say that he wants to hear your voice?
No, just hit the mic button. I don't need to hear you talk.
So shy.
I didn't. Oh man, the prey got away on my 37% success chance hunt.
What? Say it, so.
It's worth it. I got Hunter out of it. Which is 1 more prowess, 5% more stress loss, and better opinion with other hunters.
I can now get the barber's tent.
Very good tent.
Not giving me that passive cash.
Oh, your choices are pillage, terrorize, capture, or adventure. Adventure, you get the same amount of gold and prestige. You get minus 100% hostile county attrition, minus 300% or plus 300% loot capacity, but minus 10% raid speed and minus 50% movement speed while going over land.
Yeah, adventure looks cool. Especially for some of those bigger raids into Europe. Also, Thunder is pretty good because you can give you random innovations.
Plunder looks cool. Is that what the first one is?
Plunder, yes. No, not the first one. Pillage is the first one. Plunder is the fourth one.
Oh, it said adventure for me.
Oh, maybe I have Plunder.
Oh, I've got 20 intrigue. 17. Let's go.
First martial perk. I got my first perk already? That was quick. Anybody else get their first perk already?
No.
No.
I just got mine as well.
I mean, stupid thing is I've travelled to one place and I got 450 martial skill. Which would be great if I had another, 550.
I haven't done any traveling. That's just straight off of freaking earning.
Nice.
I'm getting 47.5 a month.
I'm waiting for my contract to be finished.
I'm going to raid somewhere, and it would be quicker to go by boat, but I'm walking anyway, just to get the experience from walking of the raider, not the raider, organizer.
Organizer.
Get Marcher loaded.
Yeah, Organizer is so good for raiding.
Army speed, plus, more importantly, I get 1 advantage when we get to level advantage and 1 martial at level 3. So 3 total martial, or 1 martial and 3 advantage. A reduction in retreat losses by 40% and a speed increase of 40%.
Come on, I just lost
It is nice.
A vassal. No, why'd I do so many vassals? God dang it. Give me your HUD. Now. Hey, you have plus 20% movement speed now.
You're watching my character better than I am?
No, I
just got that.
I was just looking at my own Organizer and Raider traits. And I thought,
I just hit 37, so it's like 4 baronies ago I hit it.
Yep. I happened to check at the right time, and that's all.
Stalking you. Nobody knows when to strike.
Hey Wagley, has Flanker been giving you snacks every day? And if not, have you told his mom?
I don't know if Flanker has enough money to do that.
I can't believe Flanker hasn't sent Wagley any snacks. He said he wasn't going to do it anymore.
What?
Yeah, I know. Tell him about it.
Flanker.
Can't believe you would do this to Wagley. What has Wagley ever done wrong to Flanker? Back in a minute.
Not that I would do it, Flanker, but when I go to work, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning for you. It would really suck for purple lights to be flashing all throughout your house and wake up your wife at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I have the power. And I would totally do it.
I've noticed an increase in the silly hats down here in Africa. They're being affected by Flanker's presence.
I just realized I've gone into the territory of someone stronger than me.
That's what happens when you're
Very
weak.
bad choice. Yeah, how do I stop raiding?
You can't. That's one of the things about raiding. Like, I was doing a test run with this character to see if the new build was going to work, and I was raiding in, because Mercia was at war, so I was raiding with Mercia, and the area that Montague takes over every time, Hastings. And right when Hastings took it over, I was sitting there raiding, so he had 5,000 troops, and I couldn't go anywhere. I was like, oh, it's the end of this run.
Supposed to win this?
Very carefully, baby.
Maybe you have better troops, better setup.
No, I have worse troops, but way better, Marshal. Yeah, I lost it. Yeah, this game is stupid.
Yeah, my marshal's not there yet. I only have 26 commander advantage right now.
Don't stack wipe me. Please don't stack wipe. Okay, didn't stack wipe.
Herbie, are you plunging a toilet?
Oh, have I? Sorry.
There's some repetitive noise in the background. It sounds like you're plunging a toilet.
There we go. Is that better?
Yeah, but what was that?
I think it was just my game coming through.
Is it a game where you plunge a toilet?
I don't know. I mean, with the amount of simulators they made now, toilet plunger simulator sounds
Yeah,
like
could be a janitorial job simulator, you know?
yeah. Worst part is basically
Not really my cup of tea, but Flanker would be into it.
worst part is probably fit the same niche as Power Washer Simulator. So,
Right up Flanker's alley.
but you see, a power washer's cool. You just spray pressurized water at something.
Oh, wow, you can upgrade sub buildings.
I have a monk in my prison. Ooh, level 21 monk. Learning 21 monk.
Nice.
Say level 21. What kind of 5th level spells do you have?
I could demand conversion, recruit him. Talk about a great goatee.
I should have gone north.
Why?
Because you get to raid.
This character is all about raiding. Like, I want to take over Mon, because when you upgrade Mon to the kingdom, you become a pirate capital. So all you do is raid.
The admin governments are way more nerfed than I was expecting them to be.
Like, for 100 years, after you immediately go feudal, and for the next 100 years, you can raid.
I think there was something.
So I'll be
that
raiding as a feudal.
Well, I remember, like, one of the things you can select, culture stuff, allows you to raid if you're still a count, regardless if you're feudal or not.
I'll be a raiding king.
There's that, yeah. Just remember, that's how I got a lot of my money in the Italy game. So I was a count under the Pope.
We tried that Africa run on that one Wednesday, that one session. You were the bank for it.
Yeah, also that. Where I was just playing the 3 islands out there.
Yeah, you were giving me you were giving me money with the Pope's face on it.
Yeah.
God, there's nothing but criminal contracts around me.
I really want to make this guy my goat, but he's minus 64 opinion. For one more point of, nah, not worth it.
Whoa, expand the steps. What the heck? What is this? Oh! I expand the steps to other places. Cool.
Oh, I just picked up the 100 crate for free.
Got it. That's what I'm looking for. So there is a way to settle in the steps.
Yes, you can.
Good. I will eventually do that. Just not terribly soon.
But you stop being nomadic.
Yes.
course.
Why don't my caravan mast? Ooh, I can get a wet nurse now. Ooh, I forgot to do my thing.
Strange, it's not letting me raise my thematic armies, even though I've reclaimed control of them.
Where are you?
In Trapezus, Eastern Byzantine.
Has Byzantine Empire already raised your troops? Maybe.
Maybe. Well, it says unraised on the military menu in the thematic armies.
Okay.
What should I drop to get malleable invaders? Performative honor? No shield maidens? I kind of want to keep runestones, and I want dexterous fishermen, tinge meat for Scandinavian elective, and coastal warriors from all my troops.
Hill dwellers.
I don't have hill dwellers.
Wait, what are you? Oh, you're Norse, right?
Yeah.
Northern Stories isn't great.
It's better than performative honor, I think. I get one more knight and better accolades and shield maidens, but Northern Stories, yeah, I get the poet trait. Guardians are more effective, and legend spread chance better, and
Ting meat maybe.
Give up Scandinavian elective? No.
Really? Oh.
Be able to pick my next freaking.
Yeah. That is pretty good.
Physical. I want to get physical. My liege is having a hard time fighting against Northumbria for some reason. Only got 642 troops left in Northumbria, but he keeps taking back all the conquered areas. They keep going in a circle. It's like, you gotta kill his troops, dude. I'm not gonna help you, though, because it's keeping you off my ass. My liege is not smart. Yeah, I should have done that 3 freaking years ago, though. Gotta marry off my ugly freaking wetners. Oops. I didn't do matrilineal. Yeah, I did. Sweet. Looks like you finally figured it out. I've got level 2 campaign planner organizer. 30% movement speed. Not even level 1 raider yet.
Yeah, you get organizer really fast just because you move so much. And moving is pretty strong in general, quite frankly.
I've raided 12 or 13 places.
Whoa, I made a mistake and now have minus 1300 prestige.
Oh my god.
Fine.
Oh, this big mistake.
Figured it out. I was firing counselors like an idiot.
You could do that. Just
Well, it costs 350 prestige to fire counselors.
oh, it looks like I'm barely winning this. Recently disembarked hurts.
Oh yeah.
But minus 30% to retreat losses helps. Oh, never mind. I'm not retreating, am I?
Ooh, I got Desert Warrior. Not that I have any desert up here.
I hate when I get a useless one. I think best for me would be open terrain expert, because all of my troops do better in farmland, prairie, and hills. I love hearing that.
Ding.
Bring me boundless plunder.
I'm gonna step out of voice. I'm being called.
Okay.
Cookie. Cookie.
Cookie, cookie, cookie.
Cookie, 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 cookie.
Sorry, I
I'm gonna go to
started.
the loo while this siege is ongoing.
Hey, we like a 18-month siege.
No, 4 months, but still, it's long enough to take a break.
Enough time to get a drink as well.
Yeah, go get some
I
coffee.
have fought the prestige. I've made a huge mistake. That sounds.
That must be Herb. Try to say something, Herb. I'm gonna start calling him the Terma Herb.
I am slowly realizing that my very particular location is a very slow start. Like, I could have chosen other Kushite nations, but no, I decided to choose the one that's in the past between Central and Eastern Africa, which does not lead to very many raiding opportunities.
I am full of raiding opportunities being Norse away from most of the Norse.
My raiding opportunities are Makuria, someone I have a peace treaty with, and someone who has as many troops as I do.
Go after the one who has as many troops as you do and just have a better army.
Cheap pavilion upgrade.
Go there with more men-at-arms and more and better commander traits.
I mean, he does only have light footmen, whereas I have light footmen and horsemen.
Well, then, great. Go after him. If you had archers, so you had the counter for freaking light footmen, it'd be even better. But do you have better marshal than he does? Or a better marshal than his marshal?
I definitely have better marshal than him, given his marshal is 4.
Then yeah, go kill him. You'll do fine. You'll win the fight.
Guess I can go raid his stuff.
Same number of troops, but you have more men-at-arms than he does. That's automatic. That right there is almost automatically win. And you have better marshal, which means you're going to have a higher advantage, which is now you're guaranteed to win.
Even my marshal already is also a has good commander advantage.
Yeah,
Right, so there's more men-at-arms regiments for the steppes. So there's Nomad Lancers, which do 120, 32, 20, but they have more terrain defects. Then they're not good in hills, mountains, desert mountains, and wetlands. But if you look at the Tarkans that they have, which is 110, 32, 30, 10, and I've only got 2 detriments, so that's mountains and wetlands. So they're actually quite more positive to go for the Tarkans, if anything.
That's why I like the Norse. Once you have them set up, you don't have any negatives, only positives. And your positives are where most people travel anyway, because that's the fastest. Your positives are all the flatlands.
The thing is, though, for the Lancers, they're really useful in like the plains, dry lands, and steppe, whereas the Tarkans are oasis, dry lands, and desert.
And you counter horses, at least heavy.
Yeah, they counter heavy infantry, heavy cavalry. Whereas the Lancers counter
Norse. Saying Norse counter heavy cavalry.
Yeah.
They don't counter light cavalry unless you have Bondi But if you have Bondi, then you have negatives to terrain.
Well, the thing is, like Bondi, are they archers?
No, they're spearmen.
That's called supremacy.
Yeah, I get Huskarls because I go for heavy troops for the veterans, for my and the Huskarls get the same bonuses from heavy infantry as the veterans do. So I go Huskarls for my cavalry counter.
That's you.
The answer was yes. I kicked the butt out of his army.
I told you the math.
He has 700 left. I lost maybe like 40.
Yeah, the men-at-arms alone, we were going to make you win that fight. As long as you had the same marshal. Having better marshal just made it better.
Yeah. We both had like 1,000 troops, so he lost like...
Having twice as many men-at-arms as he did gives you a huge advantage. He'd have to have a lot of advantage, like 20 advantage to win. And he kind of has that, being as you were fighting in his lands, so he was the defender. And you automatically get 20 for defending.
Well,
and defensive buildings because you're raiding them.
I also had the terrain bonus for my men-at-arms too.
But your marshal being better than his, whether it be your personal or your marshal's marshal, being better than his, having more advantage there just countered the freaking defensive bonus he had.
Mm.
So it became down to more men-at-arms. Men-at-arms versus levies. That's how I did the math for you. Understanding the mechanics of the game.
Here's the other question. This is a harder question.
42.
I have... And I can upgrade these to size 2 before I do this. Mercuria has... Yes.
Always upgrade your troops first.
Yes. Well, I didn't have
cost
enough
prestige. There's no reason not to.
I know. I just didn't have enough prestige to do it until now, so I can. But Mercuria has 1,800 troops. I only have 1,000. But he has heavy infantry. I have cavalry that counter heavy infantry, and I'll be fighting him in the favorable terrain for the cavalry.
How many men-at-arms does he have compared to you?
He has equal amount of men-at-arms, but they're both heavy infantry, which mine counter.
Right. What's the martial bonus going to look like? Because I'm assuming you'll be fighting on his land, so he's got defensive. Do you beat him martial, or does he beat you martially?
His martial is lower than mine, but I don't know what his actual martial is.
You should be okay. It'll be closer than the last fight, but you should be okay.
Use your words. Don't grunt.
Who's grunting?
My daughter.
Oh, I thought you were insulting me or Hobo. In which case, I just want to know which one of us. I don't care.
It's okay. I like returning to Monkey.
Monkey.
My liege lost his war against the petty king of East Anglia.
One of my favorite moments of exploring RTS games when I was young was playing Empire Earth, and you start in the caveman age. So every time you select someone, it's just,
oh, come on, let me train for a tournament.
They had some of the greatest grunts I've ever heard in video games.
I need to go play that game again. I haven't done it in years. I just watch a group of 8 people 4v4 it every weekend.
There is a way to get it online now.
Oh yeah. It's actually one of the few CDs that I still own.
Me too.
From that era.
I actually got it well after it came out. Because my history teacher gave it to me because he thought I'd like it, and I do.
Unfortunately, all of my history teachers were too old to play video games. They were, however, still very good people. One of them, if every single person aced a history test, the entire class could vote on a song to play, and then he would dance to it.
Dance, dance, dance like a dance, dance.
I think the highlight of that is one time we got him to, unfortunately, since it was the early 2000s, it was like Lady Gaga or something, and he did the worm. On the second floor, which I'm sure was great for the class below. That was actually actually had teacher talent shows.
I guess we'll go with stewardship. Oh wait, diplomacy could be really good for nomads, just because you need more prestige than normal.
You know, I just rated you like last year, but that's in the past. Come on, buddy.
Speaking of prestige, I need a concubine because I'm losing it as a result.
Yay, made a friend.
Yeah, I upgraded my cavalry to size 3, so I'm just waiting for them to fill, and I'll try and see if I can prod Makuria at all.
Well, my liege doesn't like me anymore because I said no to him to being my heir's freaking guardian.
Oh, that's
Okay. That's a new mechanic. You can choose a favorite child.
I absolutely love the addition of that feature, being able to choose a different character who isn't your primary heir.
I feel like Paradox made that up for fun. I'd actually look at the ruler of it, but on the east section of the Arabian Peninsula, there is the Yamad Emirate, who's Emir as Salt.
Where's this?
Oh yeah, as Salt.
Yeah, on the east coast of the Arabian Peninsula, Les.
I was on my trip, and a couple of my guys were arguing over a trinket, and if I told them to cut it out and took it from them, I'd lose a penny for both, would get 50 gold, so I did that. One of them, my goatee, and I had just gotten to 1, so he just started liking me, and would drop down to 39, so he's fired. Like, I don't need you anymore.
Clearly, you should have chosen the diplomatic answer and cut the trinket in half and give each half.
Cut the baby in half. That'll work.
Yeah.
I went for the money, because I didn't have any money, and I just went to school.
Got a raid speed bow.
Okay, Cookie, no worries, mate. See you next week. For this one, at least.
Yeah, he got pulled away really hard. How could he abandon us this way?
Bye, Cookie. Flanker is still here and responding in chat, but is on a call and hasn't responded to anyone in chat. How Flanker-like?
He responds in spirit.
It would bother me if it wasn't expected. Oh, look, he finally responded. Cookie's gone. It's been gone for like 10 minutes.
Right, sorry about that.
Oh yeah, Flank is back.
That was nice while it lasted.
I know. Wagley really enjoyed the stream for a little bit, but then I came back and ruined it.
I'm eccentric and somehow haven't stressed myself out yet. And I kind of want to get to max stress for the chance for athletic.
I hit level 1 stress already, and I got athletic from it. First stress event, athletic. It's insane.
My university bit is going good. 3 months into it, and I'm only level 1.
So I don't get adjacency fertility bonus, apparently. I wish I did.
Did you get adjacency fertility bonus?
Hmm?
Sorry, did you say you don't get an adjacency fertility bonus?
Yeah, I thought...
The adjacency is table stakes. Unless Lazarus has said you're caught, you don't get a child without being adjacent.
No. What do you mean?
Yeah,
it's a new mechanic over here.
Right.
Sorry.
Out of context, that was hilarious.
I knew what it meant, but it was still funny even just in context.
It's called a wingman, guys. It's called a wingman.
Kind of looking around to see what I want to do for tomorrow, because I should be able to more easily join tomorrow
Oh, neat.
instead of last minute.
Oh, I'm definitely doing herders. Maybe on the Angst or something.
Don't forget your wingman.
I mean, depending on how many people are playing over there, it might actually be interesting to be like a landless Chinese man who's maybe a little bit crazy, as most.
Sounds like most Chinese men right now.
Well, I was gonna go for like the Chinese warlord shtick, because there is technically a landed dude over there who's actually like that, and I think he's the only one in the game. But I think
Athletic.
landless.
You lucky bugger.
Somebody got stressed out.
Well, I am actually kicking the butt out of this guy, even though he had 400 more men. It's because I upgraded my horse. Just the one.
Well, that sucked. I only got one perk out of that 400 gold. Didn't change my schooling.
I'm wondering if there's a way I can give up my titles and become an adventurer.
You can.
Because,
Yeah.
Go to
Yeah, over on decisions. Over on decisions, become an adventurer.
It is not for the
Give
faint
it
of heart.
Flanker can do it.
It doesn't look
Oh
like
no,
not-
starting as an adventurer, what I mean is giving up all your titles starts you from the beginning as an adventurer.
Yeah, it's not in my decisions.
Could be.
I can retire from governorship.
That would
I think you have
probably
to
be
do
it.
that first.
Maybe that is it. Yeah, because Basileus has just passed the vassals can't declare external wars, which has just completely ruined my strategy because I did not realize it was a thing.
I'm really sorry.
character's
I
ill,
have to
but
take a
I'm
call.
wearing
I'll
a
be back
hat.
in a sec.
Yay!
Time.
Yeah, it seems like the whole mechanic for the Byzantine Empire was kind of contentious, unless you were also playing the Byzantine Empire.
Oh, I skipped one of the office dike stops. Oh well.
Yeah, so I had 1,200. This guy had 1,800, and he lost 750 men because cavalry versus heavy infantry. He did try, though.
Enemy ally joins war. Where is this enemy ally? Across the steppe. Literally, they're on the other side of the step from me, and they think they can help. Buddy, I'm gonna win the war before you even arrive. Physics, did you just get it athletic, or did you already have it?
I just got it.
Nice.
Well, I got it while I was in school. I let myself get stressed out enough to get it. Well, not let it. I was trying to. It didn't work out well. I got one perk out of it and no freaking no increase to my school.
Well, this is bizarre. So I've retired from the governorship, so I've given up my title, and now I'm holding the title of my family, but I don't hold any landed titles, and I'm just sort of stuck in Basileus's court.
You should be able to now look at your decisions to become an adventurer.
Yeah, because every family in the Byzantine Empire has their own sort of little sliver. The titles aren't actual quote titles.
Yeah, they're landless titles.
Yeah, they're governorships.
I'm just dropping out voice.
Right, CLS, thank you very much for the games, mate. Oh,
No worries.
You own your estate, you own nothing else.
And you will be happy.
None of you can be trusted with anything else.
Looks in Flanker's direction.
So yeah, all I've got now is my estate and nothing else. And I can't leave. I think I might have to switch to a different character.
How? How does that happen?
Very carefully.
No, I retired from the governorship in hopes of becoming an adventurer. But now I'm just stuck as an estate owner with nothing else.
Huh.
It won't let me take any decisions. Yeah, that's... No, I have a court still. I have my 100 men at arms. But nothing else. That is so bizarre.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to be a courtier. My ally has won his war, and he won't win it. There you go.
Looking at Mercuria gives me PTSD from my last game in EU4. Just have memories of hundreds of thousands of troops bearing down on me. All I have my flanker branded wilted stick sword. $97 out of 100 to maxing out organizer.
Wait, can I can designate an heir? Cool.
I think you have to have the right freaking stuff to do it.
It's my thing. It's a thing for me, basically.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to switch characters. I've basically just phoned myself.
The joys of if you were looking at wandering adventurers, you can still start a dynasty.
Well, that's what I was trying to do, but apparently you can't do it as a governorship, so...
Just
Yeah.
remake the same exact character, but
Yeah.
landless.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give that a go. Can I can do that without you having to pause, can't I?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, and Cookie had the same issue with his governorship not being very militaristic.
I'm sure it's fun to be emperor with loads of governors, but being a governor vassal just kind of sucks.
I think that was the general consensus when that DLC came out, if I recall.
You know what? I'm not going to go all the way down and staying where there's a play. I think I'll just leave it. Thanks. Welcome back, Cookie.
Cookie! Cookie Monster.
Oh. Hopefully, we can get you your character set up, Herbie. Once that's done, we'll save up. But you get through
I'm
the...
the ruler designer for now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Well, as soon as your character's set up, then, because our normal finish time's in a minute, so better to finish it than not.
Alright.
Yeah, Wednesdays are short because it can't start before I get home from work reliably, and we have to stop at a certain time because Laz has to actually get some work done before the wife comes home and is mad that the dishes aren't done.
Nothing to do with his daughter or anything, just the wife's coming home.
Well, yeah, the daughter isn't old enough to be the chore
And if you're watching Mrs. Laz, here's a list of all the people in Europe that Laz's characters have slept with.
Wouldn't it be a shorter list for the characters that he hasn't? I mean,
oh, yeah, sorry, me. There you go.
Yeah. All the characters in Europe that he hasn't slept with, that's like a third of the men.
Yeah. I've had a terrible start this time.
If
Quite
Lazette is
enjoying it, though.
listening, your dad should not be letting you listen to this.
Physics is here. You shouldn't be in the room. Go on. Oh, and I haven't forgotten, Laz. I meant to say earlier that Lazlet wanted more trading card shop, whatever it was. I'll get on it. Everyone speaking is being ignored for videos. That makes sense. Bluey is way more entertaining.
All right, who is in Mon? I seen Adventure at Mon. Why? I don't know how to look and see what adventures are in areas.
It looks like it's not one of us.
I do love the adventurers. I think it's the best mechanic they've added to CK3 for ages.
Yeah. And the nomadic thing, it feels like landed adventurer.
Mm-hmm. The land I started sucks monkey balls, says Cookie. Can't wait to start over next week.
Are there even any monkeys in Greece?
None with balls.
Are you kidding? Come on. Gained ill. My dude is 22.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Only the good die young, Flanker.
That's exactly why I'm complaining. My last character died when he was 85. So- you think I'm good? You are being misinformed.
I think your health is still excellent. I think you'll be okay.
I'm not sure Governor is quite that bad, but yeah, being built to do something completely different just puts you at such a disadvantage that's not fun.
Yeah, I would second that.
Apparently the King of Mercuria fought me in battle and has an aggravated and infected wound because of it.
Yeah, I've played the in the freaking new Byzantine. It wasn't horrible. I did enjoy myself, but you need to know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
Hey, Tomat, how are you?
Yeah, you want to be learning or stewardship focused if you're going there.
You am. I know that feeling well, sir.
Maybe diplomacy might be the only place diplomacy might be useful. Might be in Byzantine.
Hobo, do you realize that you got a conqueror in the down near Abyssinia?
I didn't, but it's fine. I'll conquer him too.
Okay.
It's been a day of bad news where you said a nice lunch, so I am. That's fair enough. If you want to talk about it, mate, I'll be finished streaming a bit. I'm always around, buddy. If you just want to ignore it and get on with your day, that is A-OK too.
Where even is the Conqueror?
It's Bizarre or something. Big Blue in south of Abyssinia.
Oh. Yeah, I guess he is getting a fair bit, but he's also managing to lose a war because there's a plague where right where the war is happening.
That's rough, lass.
All,
Are they
Not to fight now.
are they a temp? Or are they just given to their final day today? Because, or I suppose they may also be within the 2 years before the new employment law comes in.
I have finished my character, by the way.
Oh, awesome! Is
Alright,
everyone else ready to save up?
Yup.
Well, thank you guys. I enjoyed that.
Thank you very much.
Yep. And I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
And not
I
quite
know
the
it's a
same
little
time.
bit-
Just remember, it's 2:30 we start. 2:15 the lobby goes up. So a little bit earlier for our normal starts than our fresh campaign starts.
alright.
I'll give it a shot. Just it's about the time when I get home.
No, I get it. It's the same deal for physics as well. So, but the lobby will be up early.
Well,
so it's more
about
the
a
point.
half hour after I should get home, which is the reason why we did it what time we did, so I can get home.
Yeah, and where
You haven't paused yet, did you save?
it's already been saved. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the reason that I mentioned it starting earlier is because we had lots of players join from like half an hour to an hour later than we would normally start, which is not a complaint. It's the first week, so it was not a dig at anyone. Right.
Yeah, and a lot of people didn't even know what was going on. They just happened to see you streaming. So they jumped in.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. That has been saved. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for some more CK3 shenanigans. And in the meantime, I'll send those who are watching on Twitch over to Dome Reaper. But thanks for the games, guys. Catch you later.